We have the final rose tarot out today, which I don't know if that means we have drama. Who knows? But this was again another day where the cards did not want to come out of this deck. They just did not. Don't know if that has any particular meaning. Like I said, we could just have a peeky read. So let's see what is going on today. Oh, we've got gossip, girl. Gossip. Gossip, Page of Mirrors. Okay, so the girls are talking. It could just be monitoring spirits at this point talking, or we are picking up on actual tea that is going on right now. It's happening right now. We can hear y'all. We can hear y'all. This is why, by the way, that like you hear stuff like be careful what you put on the wind and things like that. Like don't think that people can't hear y'all. God, like even if y'all think like, oh, like we're on signal, like we're on this, like we're in a room, like all of our phones are off, you can't get, like pretty much you can, like if you're a practitioner, you probably can cleanse for like monitoring spirits and stuff, but you can't get rid of the angelic monitoring spirits. Like if God wants somebody to know something, like they're gonna know it. So it's just like, don't say stuff that you don't want getting back to people, because people can also just naturally pick up on vibes. Okay, they want to pretend like they can't, but they can. Like people know when you've been running your mouth. Ooh, they're gossiping about first impressions, Ace of Roses. There's gossip about some sort of like, oh, you know what this could be? We'll have to see, but it's like there's gossip about somebody wants to make a particular first impression on somebody else. Like I really I really want to come off this way. And so they have been talking to other people about this. And so now there is gossip amongst a particular community going like, oh, well, this person like really wants to make this, like they really want to impress this person, or they really want to come off this type of way to this person. Like, why is that person so important? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on there? Like, that's what's happening. The proposal, girl, it's because somebody's serious about somebody else. Marriage. Like, they kind of know, either they know, like the community just knows that somebody like intends to marry somebody. There's like, oh, they're about to get engaged. Like, oh my gosh. Or like someone's just acting a lot differently than they normally do, like about like their options or about a particular option, something like that. So like people are like sniffing out, they're like, what's different? This person's serious this time. Oh my gosh. If it doesn't have anything to do with a romantic relationship or anything like that, this is gossip about, it's like people know that somebody's about to receive a serious offer or commitment about something. And so it's just coming off, you know, of course, as like relationships and marriage, because the final rose tarot is based on like bachelor, bachelorette, and like getting married. So that's why it's coming across that way. But it just means somebody, it's like there's gossip about someone potentially receiving some sort of major proposal about something. And so people are talking about it. So we're gonna go around again. This is kind of cute. I guess this is the cutest form of gossip there is, unless people are like shit talking it, in which case I will report the news. Gossip, fresh meat, ooh, Ace of Mirrors, girl. Like, here's the thing. Whoever wants to make, it's coming across more as like relationship stuff to me, because like people are gossiping about like, oh, this person has a new guy, this person has a new girl, this person has a new person, and it's just like, oh, they're the fresh meat. Like so it might even be like taking bets, like, is this person going to be the one to like win this other's like heart? But it's more like there is an established community. So the one who would be receiving the proposal, okay, the one who's being gossiped about for the most part, there's like some sort of existing community. There is someone who exists within that community who wants to make an offer to someone else, be it like a relationship or whatever. And so they're kind of talking to their friends, and then their friends are gossiping. Whoever would be receiving that offer is someone who is not in the community. They are fresh meat, okay? And like the fresh meat thing like has a particular implication that like maybe someone goes through a lot of people, and so they're like, oh, a new person. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It just kind of means like we don't know this person, and so there's like a lot of gossip because it's an unknown, and it's got someone that they know acting a particular sort of way, so there's interest. Also, it's just kind of like a hot topic. Fresh meat is kind of just like, ooh, we get a little morsel, like, you know what I mean? First impressions, King of Flutes, the single dad. So this is somebody, I mean, it could be a single dad. It could be somebody who is a parent. It could just be someone who gives off like kind of dad vibes, like they're not giving off, and that could be the thing, if like this is somebody with the fresh meat card, if this is somebody who's been kind of a player or a baddie in the past, they're giving off very like wholesome energy, right, with the King of Flutes. But the king, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a man or a woman or whatever. It's just that the King of Flutes is the one who wants to make the impression, so they are the active energy. And they're coming across very much like lovey-dovey and wholesome and like maybe I want to settle down energy. And so this would be part of the gossip. Like, oh, like what has this person acting this way? Who has this person acting this way? The moon popped out and it's kind of saying no, but I just wanted to say like the moon in this deck, it's like, oh, people are dancing under the moon and it's under proposal. Like we could be dealing with kind of a dreamy atmosphere here. But it was sort of like, no, the moon isn't kind of what wants to come out on this, because the proposal is the 10 of flutes, the 10 of cups. So the King of Cups with the 10 of Cups, they're feeling a lot of emotions, and the moon is a lot of emotions as well. Very, very deep emotion. So whatever we have going on here, I'm saying it's, well, I mean, with the proposal, it's serious. It's serious, or like the person who I'm talking about has serious intentions. Oh, the moon popped back, girl, the moon popped back out. I guess I talked about it so much that they're saying put it to the side. All right, we'll put it to the side, and then we're getting another card. Oh, okay. The Meathead, Knight of Mirrors. I'm telling you, there's something, because that's the Knight of Swords, but with fresh meat and like Meathead, it's not exactly himbo energy, but it's just like, that isn't player energy either. I don't know, I just feel like there's like there's an impression on the read that perhaps the person who I'm talking about who wants to make the good impression wouldn't have cared about that before. And with the Knight of Mirrors being the Knight of Swords, that's like hurrying energy. It might be that somebody wants to rush somebody into a commitment, and that's also potentially not like them. ITM, oh, this gossip thing, this is just people talking, because this is like in the moment, this particular card, which is in the moment in this deck is like in a reality show when people go into the confessional and they talk about like what they think. So there's like a group of people who are kind of loosely connected to whatever is going on here, and sort of they're watching this, and then they're kind of like talking candidly like amongst each other, like, can you believe that, like blah blah blah, and then like the next thing happens, and then they're coming back like, oh, and then this happens. So that's just like, there's nothing really harmful going on there. It's just kind of like what people do. So I'm gonna put them to the side, and then we will get the last ones on this King of Flutes and like Meathead, 10 of Flutes, the Single Dead Paradise. Like, I just like, what it seems like to me is that this person just really wants to show somebody a good time. That's what that seems like, this King of Flutes. I'll leave him out for a second, or them out. Let's get the final one on this 10 of Flutes. Because like the only thing I really have questions on is this kind of this Meathead card, if that's not answered by whatever I'm gonna pull. Tattletail, 5 of Mirrors. that's kind of connected to the gossip card. Well, I have questions about that. Saying I can put the moon away. The Ten of Flutes, like what's... They're saying I can look at them together. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna put the King of Flutes and Ten of Flutes over here because it's this energy that I kind of don't understand. And they're saying I can look at it together. So we'll get 3 on this. Tattletail and the Meathead. I don't know if this person's concerned about the gossip or concerned about what people are gonna think. They're worried about, because if you can see on this Tattletail card, there's chew bites on this heart. This person, even though that gossip doesn't seem nefarious to me, this person might be concerned with, oh, so that Meathead card, the rushing, it's sort of like the Meathead card isn't pertaining to this King of Cups. It's not talking about them. It is talking about, because like the Knight of Swords and what is the gossip card? Actually, the Page of Mirrors, that's the Page of Swords, and then Tattletail is the 5 of Mirrors, which is the 5 of Swords. This person does have some kind of concern maybe about these people talking, or there is there's an edge to this, maybe because the community hasn't seen this person be so serious, that there might be a little bit of jealousy on this, but I'm not seeing it as I'm not feeling it as particularly malicious. It's just sort of something that's happening. Like what I mean is I'm not getting like big sabotage energy like from this, or like a full on, because like groups of people gossiping can show up as a third party, but it doesn't have anything really to do with like cheating. Like that can be like somebody's meddling friends or somebody's meddling family, that if they're allowed to get into someone's business too much, can wreck the relationship as well as any third party. Like an actual one, like when there's like cheating or like adultery involved. So it could just be talking about that this exists because of how serious this person is, or like what's going on within the group. Or it's talking about our King of Flutes is concerned about this. And we're gonna find out, we're gonna get to the bottom of it all. Non-gender girl. All right, what is going on here? 5 of Rings, insecure. So let me see first. These are other people who are around this person. Whoever the fresh meat is, the contestant. I've got Insecurity, Edit, the contestant. So if this person had other options in the past, or they were just kind of like playing the field within their social circle, whatever it is, these people are talking. These are the people who are gossiping. There's like, well, why? Like, why this person? Why not me? Because we're ending with the contestant. This is who fresh meat is. This is the Fool, 0-0. And the Edit is sort of like, well, I was dealing with all of these people, and guess what? I cut them out, the Edit. That's the 7 of Cups. Is that the 7 of Cups? Yeah, 7 of Flutes is the 7 of Cups. In this deck, it's the Edit. So it's just like if this person had other options or other people who were hopeful to be with them, it's just like, it's not y'all. I'm sorry, it's not y'all, it's this person. And sometimes, even if someone's not dating, like someone can be in a social circle, right? And be like eligible, like an eligible person to be dating or like, you know, potentially married to or whatever. And the people in that person's social circle, even if they've never dated that person, or even if they like aren't like would never have had like a chance with that person, for some reason, those sorts of people, if that individual like ends up getting committed to someone outside of their social circle, it's like they'll get bitter. Like they like turn into like bitter Bettys and Barneys, because like they feel like because that person has been around me the most, like they should have ended up with me and not some like random. And so if this person, like, even if these aren't like dating options or whatever, this person is just like, no, I'm not dealing with any of you, I'm dealing with this person. There's some sort of like talk and potential jealousy about that. And it's coming across to me because I'm not getting any type of third parties, nothing like that. It's like veiled jealousy. It's people who are gossiping because they're jealous, but they might not necessarily be really admitting to themselves like kind of why they want to talk about this or whatever. So we're going to look a little bit more at this King of Flutes, and then we're just going to get the final advice outcome. Actually, I don't even know that I want 3 on this. The King of Rings, this is also the King of Pentacles. The jeweler and this person, like I got, this is the second card with the ring on it. So, I mean, we're just talking about an emotionally stable, like this is somebody who's like ready. The person who I'm talking about is probably very ready for commitment, and depending on what this next card is, we're just going to move on because it doesn't seem like, it seems like the only turbulence in this reading is kind of coming from these other people, but it's not really anything significant. Eight of Swords in your head. Well, look at that. But this is someone who, well, I mean, they're up in their head. Well, they want to make the first impression, right? So, I mean, the Eight of Swords isn't really surprising to me in this case. The advisor. Okay, so this person is just, I do nothing. This person is just kind of obsessing about like, oh, I want to make this like type of impression because I really like this person, and they're getting advice from someone, or they're consulting their inner wisdom, and it's something that they're a little bit like in their head about. It's fine, but they're getting advice from someone. We already kind of knew that anyway. So I'll look at this 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Flutes can also be like the community. The community is talking. It's just that in this deck, it wasn't really triggering that because the picture is a lot different. It's a wedding ring or an engagement ring, because this is the proposal, not the wedding. Okay, what do we have here? Rejected. 10 of Mirrors, that's the 10 of Swords. 7 of Roses, drama. These are just 4 of Rings, possessive. I'm telling you, this person's community is just like, these are kind of like bitter Bettys. Like, they don't want this. They're just like, why is this person going to like, why are they going to this person? These are all the rejected people, or the people who feel like rejected by this person going to someone else, just being like, this person should have been mine. Drama and like, whatever. Is there any, okay, no, I'm just saying, like, I was like, is there anything that I need to look at on that? Because it's not the best energy, but it's like, it's kind of irrelevant. So let me get the final advice outcome. It's just like, okay, peanut gallery. It's like, we're not talking about the main characters, I'm sorry. They're the main characters in a different story altogether, but not this particular one. Competition, like, I'm telling you, like, people are just like, I want this person, no, me. But it's not, it's this other one that didn't flip up. But I'm just saying, that energy is present in this read. It's like, whoever is like getting ready to make some sort of offer or commitment is like, in whatever social circle they're in, they're like a hot commodity. And so people are just like, no, I want them. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Ooh, the producer plant, girl. The producer plant, that's a snake. I see a snake, oh no. It's multiple snake, we got multiple snakes here, girl. 3 of course. This is the group date, and you see these snaky fucking bitches? You see them? Snaky bitches, girl. Snaky bitches. Ace of Flutes. It's like, I'm just telling you, there are like snaky fucking bitches here, and they're like, and like these other people are just like, we're in love. And like people are just reporting on it, because like, look, the producer, like, they're just like, oh my god, and these people are just like, we're in love. I'll go out one more time to make sure there's nothing I gotta inform anyone about. I'm not really getting that impression. It's just like, it's going on. It's going on, and it's so stupid, because like, you would think that like there would come a time in your life that like you wouldn't have to deal with this is not true. It's like people are like 80 years old and still doing this crap. It's in the home, girl. They're like hooked up to the oxygen tanks and IVs, and they're just like, did you see what that bitch, she stole my man? And it's just like, oh my God. The producer plant blindsided. That's why the bitches got upset. The bitches got blindsided. They thought they were the ones. The non-gendered girls thought they were the ones. They're not, sorry. They're not. And so they're just like, ugh. Six of Mirrors. But and this is why I'm not particularly rattled by any of this, is because while this is going on, it's not even gonna be an issue. It's just sort of like the energies in the background. These people, whoever these people are, these aren't like, I'm saying they're snakes. They are kind of like snaky shadies, but like, they're gonna move on. The most these people are gonna do is talk some shit, and I just mean like amongst themselves, and then they're gonna move on, okay? And I mean, I think it's fine. Like when you get a disappointment or whatever, even if your expectations were unrealistic, people like are entitled to their emotions. It's just sort of like, it's in bad taste to kind of like go and get in somebody's face who had nothing to do with anything. Oh, Queen of Flutes, Ace of Flutes, bitch. It's because these two are a match. I'm just like, that's what's happening. And it's sort of like, so if you catch a vibe, like, yeah, it's there if this read is going to be for you, but like, I wouldn't worry about anything. Whoever I'm talking about, who's kind of going back and forth with each other, they're going to get over it. And it looks like whoever y'all are, no matter if I'm talking to the active or passive party, y'all are gonna have a good time. Like, you know, you're gonna go on some dates, like there's gonna be fireworks and chemistry and lovely. And if I do happen to be talking about, or to, some of the people who are feeling a little bit blindsided and bitter and whatever, I would say, right, it seems like you're gonna like, gossiping isn't great, but you know, you feel how you feel. And it doesn't always make sense, and it's not always reasonable, but as long as you kind of like get it out and then, yes, move on productively with this Six of Swords, with this silver lining, and you're not really looking to mess up anybody's life, girl, non-gender girl, it is what it is.